Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight. You're tuned in to Emo Nightly News every moment online. In tonight's headlines, Dominica records over 9,000 visitors ahead of Mass Dominic 2026. Capuchin SDA Church hosts third Grand Health Fair at Clifton School grounds. Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit welcomes March 9 resumption of voter registration, calls it vital to protecting democracy. OECS Chief marks St. Lucia's 47th independence, calls for unity. Dominica Football Association mourns the passing of long-serving groundsman Isaac Andre. And Portsmouth Bombers Football Club advanced to DFA Champions Cup semi-finals. Details of these stories and more coming up next. Stay with us.
A blessing for you and a blessing for me.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm your presenter, Rick Francis, and this is the news broadcast for the 23rd of February 2026. First up in local news, the Capuchin Seventh-day Adventist Church hosted its third Grand Health Fair on Sunday at the Clifton School grounds, attracting a large turnout from villagers and surrounding communities. The fair offered a range of free health services, including blood pressure checks, blood sugar and cholesterol testing, BMI assessments, health counseling, massages, and more. The event also featured activities that created an enjoyable afternoon for both adults and children. The pastor of the church delivered brief remarks, emphasizing the message that health is wealth and encouraging residents to take proactive steps toward healthier lifestyles.
Good afternoon, I'm Pastor James Collier, the pastor for the Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Northern District, which comprise Capuchin, Penville, and all the other churches in the area. And we're just having a health fair today where we're providing free health checks because your health is your wealth and we want to help you take care of your body.
Joan Moses elaborated on the objectives of the fair and the church's continued commitment to promoting wellness within the community.
All right, my name is Joan Moses and I'm here at Clifton Village and we are having a health fair. The health fair is being conducted by the Capuchin SDA Church and we are having a lot of fun here. And we are having all the elderly people, the young people, they are getting their health check, their blood pressure, their BMI, they are getting their cholesterol checked and all for free. And outside, the children are on the bouncing castle having fun. It's really an exciting day and we get an opportunity to meet with people in the community, persons from Capuchin, Clifton, Cottage and environments. They are all here and it's a wonderful opportunity for us to share the love of Jesus with the community.
How important do you see the role of the church or churches in involvement in health?
Oh, it's extremely important because we as Seventh-day Adventists, we believe in the health message. And that is so important for us to share with others, to share with the community. And the way we are sharing is by giving them the checks and telling them how to eat properly. We also have some healthy food here that we are sharing with them. So we are doing the entire works here. And this is really, really important.
Did you all collaborate with anyone other than the SDA Church?
Yes, we definitely work with the school. The principal, we want to say a special thank you and big up to her. She ensured that we have this entire place that we could do this activity. We had to seek Ministry of Education and our PAL rep is always supportive of us. So very well, of course, we always collaborate with the community members. And we are also working with the health in the Clifton Village. The nurse who works here, every time we have a health fair, she's always working with us. So we are working with the community and the church.
After this health fair, what's next for the community of Capuchin, Clifton in terms of, continuation of something like that?
Oh, that's an excellent question because this is our third grand health fair. And we have had one, I think we have had two in Capuchin and now we are in Clifton. We have had one in Cottage also. So we are looking at all the different communities. And this is not just a one-time thing. We have every Wednesday, we have a group of persons visiting the elderly and the shut-ins and checking their health and so on. So it's not a one-time activity. It's a community presence.
EmoNews also spoke with several attendees who shared positive feedback about the initiative and the importance of prevention.
Grateful, happy. I'm thankful for the Adventist people for coming to give us a health check to make sure our blood pressure, everything is okay, and that we don't need to see the doctor, and that they give us some advice so we can, know how to take care of ourselves better.
I'm Miriam McGlaw-Leslie. I am at the Clifton Primary School where the Capuchin Church is having a health fair. At the health fair, we have bouncing castle for the children. We also have the massaging area where we get oil massage. There are a number of different oils that the massagers use. Okay, she uses a number of oils that will help with relieve your stress, with any pain you may have. As you can see on the table, the number of oils that we have here. She used all of them, and they are used for different sensory nerves and to help you to detect certain things. I just had a massage myself, and it was excellent. I feel so good. I have had all the things done here this afternoon. I did my blood sugar, my cholesterol, my weight, my BMI. Everything was excellent, and I thank God for that fair today.
Organizers reiterated the theme of the day: health is wealth. Prevention is better than cure. And according to Minister for Tourism, Dennis Charles Pemberton, Dominica recorded over 9,000 visitors in the past 2 weeks, leading up to the highly anticipated street jump up for Mass Dominic 2026. The minister elaborated on the government's investment in expanding airline seat capacity, noting that increased airlift has made it easier for visitors to travel to the island. She emphasized that more travelers are choosing Dominica as a Carnival destination.
When I became Minister of Tourism, the national conversation around Carnival was whether we should even change the date to improve performance. Today, the data shows that the strategic investments made by the government of Dominica in Carnival are delivering measurable results. In the 2 weeks leading up to Carnival 2026, Dominica recorded 9,308 visitors, a 13% increase over the same period in 2025. Air arrivals increased by 14%, while sea arrivals grew by 11%, reflecting continued improvements in access to the destination. Government investments in access, including upgrades to the Douglas Charles Airport and increased flight capacity from 5,379 seats to over 8,000, have strengthened our ability to welcome visitors for major festivals such as Carnival. We also saw a 38% increase in arrivals on the Friday before Carnival, indicating that more visitors are choosing to travel to Dominica specifically for a Carnival experience. As festival tourism grows, the economic impact is felt by micro, small, and large businesses across the country.
Minister Charles Pemberton attributed the success of this year's Carnival season to several factors, specifically highlighting the continued impact and hard work of Bouya artists in promoting Dominica's culture internationally.
This progress is the result of deliberate investments in access, more targeted marketing, better use of social media, and increasing global popularity of Bouya music as a defining sound of Dominican Carnival. Our Bouya artists continue to carry Dominica's culture to regional and international audiences, with recent recognition by BET. I encourage all Carnival lovers to support, stream, and promote Dominican Bouya music as an essential part of our national festival identity.
She also commended stakeholders, sponsors, and partners for their collective efforts in ensuring a successful season while informing the public about additional upcoming events.
I highly commend the work of the Dominica Festivals Committee, the Discover Dominica Authority, and the staff at the Ministry of Tourism. Special thanks to the National Bank of Dominica, other sponsors, the Dominica Police Force, NEP workers, event organizers, volunteers, carnival groups, costume bands, and especially our carnival lovers, both here at home and abroad. So, get ready for our upcoming festivals. The Gospel Festival on February 28th, a time of worship. Jazz and Creole on May 3rd, 2026, and World Creole Music Festival in October. And as we continue our journey to become the festival capital of the region, just imagine the opportunities for growth when the international airport is complete.
The tourism minister described the surge in arrivals as a positive sign for the island's tourism sector and overall economic activity during the Carnival season. And finally, in local news, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit has welcomed the Electoral Commission's announcement that voter registration will resume on March 9, 2026, describing the development as essential to safeguarding the country's democracy. Addressing Parliament, the Prime Minister emphasized that the right of every eligible Dominican to be registered to vote is fundamental to the democratic system, particularly for young citizens seeking to exercise their constitutional rights for the first time. He referenced Section 17(1) of the Registration of Electors Act, which mandates continuous registration of qualified electors, stating that the law does not authorize suspension based on administrative or technological challenges. The year-long interruption of voter registration, reportedly due to technology readiness issues, was described as a serious administrative failure. Prime Minister Skerrit noted that the Electoral Commission had previously procured biometric voter registration systems but did not continue registration using manual or legacy methods during the transition period. He said this resulted in unnecessary public concern and uncertainty. On identification requirements, the Prime Minister pointed out that the Parliament had provided an alternative for individuals without government-issued ID, allowing the submission of a certified passport-size photograph. However, this provision was later removed through SRO number 39 of 2025. He indicated that the government requested amendments to restore the option, and the Commission has agreed to make the necessary changes to ensure fairness and accessibility. The Prime Minister underscored that the Electoral Commission operates as an independent constitutional body and stated that neither the government nor the Dominican Labour Party has interfered in its operational decisions. He reaffirmed the government's commitment to the rule of law and the protection of democratic rights, encouraging all eligible citizens to register once the process resumes. Our democracy is strongest when institutions act within the law, transparently and in the manner that earns and sustains public trust, the Prime Minister said. And that's all for local news this evening. Stay tuned for regional news coming up next.
Don't forget, today we have funeral, we have functions. Make sure you're on time.
Always on time, eh?
You're always on time. Make sure. All right. Papa Met, look, I just received a message from National Bank asking me to regain access to my account. Look at message that your account has been placed on hold due to an unusual activity. Let me click that link.
How many times NBD has to say that they will never ever send links via text message to regain access to account or to restore account or to do anything with account?
So National Bank that sent it, I believe it. I just click in.
Emo, if you are not sure, it's better if you call National Bank at 255-2300 or email them at customersupport@nbd.dm.
Papa Met, later again I lose all the little money I save up from my account.
And you'd find money to pay me.
Yeah, I tell you, I almost click link and almost lose my money. You're talking about I hope I have money to pay you. Let's go, eh?
All I know is don't click any link. Call NBD instead.
Yeah, let us go to our business.
And now for regional news. St. Lucia celebrated its 47th anniversary of independence under the theme Duva Assam, Forward Together, nourishing our people, strengthening our nation. The island marked the milestone with flag-raising ceremonies, cultural showcases, and national addresses, highlighting unity, resilience, and development. Leaders emphasized the importance of safeguarding democracy, strengthening the economy, and continuing to build a nation rooted in opportunity and collective progress. Citizens across the island and in the diaspora joined in commemorative activities reflecting on St. Lucia's journey since gaining independence on February 22, 1979. The Director General of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, Dr. Didacus Jules, delivered a commemorative remarks to the people of St. Lucia and the region. He focused on achieving a nourished country through vision.
On behalf of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, I extend heartfelt congratulations to the government and people of St. Lucia on the celebration of our 47th anniversary of independence. 47 years ago, on February 22nd, 1979, our nation stepped into history with courage and conviction. We did not inherit abundance. We inherited responsibility. We inherited vulnerability, but we also inherited vision. This year's theme, Duva Assam, Forward Together, Nourishing Our People, Strengthening Our Nation, is both timely and profound. It reminds us that independence is not merely a date on the calendar. It is a daily discipline. We nourish our people by feeding them not only with good, healthy, homegrown food, but also with opportunity, not only with programs, but with purpose, and not only with hope, but with action. To nourish our people is to ensure that no child is left behind in our schools. It is to protect the elderly and the vulnerable. It is to invest in farmers, fishers, entrepreneurs, and workers. It is to strengthen families and communities. To strengthen our nation is to build institutions that endure. It is to deepen democracy. It is to fortify our economy against shocks. It is to stand firm in our sovereignty while remaining open to partnership.
Dr. Jules said independence is a daily discipline, stressing the need to nourish citizens with opportunity, purpose, and action, while protecting democracy, sovereignty, and inclusive development. He highlighted the impact of geopolitical pressures on trade, development, and climate financing, emphasizing the small island states must act collectively through the OECS and CARICOM. Dr. Jules reaffirmed that regional integration remains essential, noting that a strong and united St. Lucia strengthens the entire Caribbean. Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell welcomed New Zealand's High Commissioner to CARICOM, His Excellency Linda Tepuni, for a courtesy call focused on expanding cooperation between Grenada and New Zealand. During the meeting, High Commissioner Tepuni highlighted New Zealand's ongoing engagement with CARICOM, including a regional agriculture initiative supporting women. Prime Minister Mitchell expressed appreciation for the focus on agriculture and signaled Grenada's interest in strengthening collaboration in that sector. The discussions outlined 4 key priority areas for New Zealand's regional engagement, such as climate-smart agriculture, including research on sargassum, disaster risk management in partnership with the Seismic Research Center, along with scholarship opportunities, energy sector support, including geothermal development, strengthening digital systems, including business registries, education, healthcare, and cybersecurity. Education reform was also discussed, with Prime Minister Mitchell noting efforts to revise Grenada's national curriculum to encourage careers in the marine and blue economy sectors. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to deepening cooperation and exploring new partnership opportunities. And finally, in regional news, leading telecommunications provider Flow Antigua and Barbuda has completed a major mobile network upgrade at the Sir Leicester Bird Medical Center, significantly improving indoor coverage throughout the hospital. The upgrade, delivered through the company's enterprise division Liberty Business, introduces business-grade technology designed to support critical clinical operations and enhance connectivity for staff, patients, and visitors. A formal commissioning ceremony was attended by representatives from the Ministry of Health, hospital leadership, and the Flow Project team. During the event, the Liberty Caribbean Foundation presented a donation of US $5,000 to support patient care and facility needs. Senator Michael Joseph, Minister of State within the Ministry of Health, Wellness, Social Transformation, and the Environment, described the investment as a key example of effective public-private partnership. He noted that strengthening the hospital's IT infrastructure will improve operational efficiency, equip healthcare professionals with essential tools, and enhance the overall quality of patient care. The initiative reinforces Flo's role in supporting national infrastructure and advancing healthcare services in Antigua and Barbuda. And that's all for regional news this evening. Stay tuned for international news coming up next.
Was that a cough?
No, just a little tickle in my throat.
That was a cough.
No, it wasn't.
You need to go home.
I'm not contagious.
No. You
It's chronic bronchitis.
No. You need to go home. No. Stop.
And now for international news. Mexico's most wanted drug lord, Nemesio Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, better known as El Mencho, was killed Sunday during a Mexican army operation to capture him, authorities confirmed. El Mencho was the leader of the powerful Jalisco New Generation cartel, a major trafficker of fentanyl and other drugs into the United States. He was wounded during a confrontation in Tapalpa, Jalisco, and later died while being transported to Mexico City, according to Mexico's Defense Department. The operation sparked widespread unrest across western Mexico, while cartel members setting vehicles ablaze and blocking roads in multiple states. Guadalajara, the capital of Jalisco, was largely paralyzed as residents sheltered in place and schools were closed. During the raid, 4 people were killed at the scene, 2 were arrested, and weapons including armored vehicles and rocket launchers were seized. 3 members of Mexico's armed forces were wounded. The U.S. government confirmed it provided intelligence support to Mexican authorities as part of bilateral cooperation, but described the mission as a Mexican-led operation. Security alerts were issued for several states, including Jalisco and Michoacan, as authorities worked to restore order following the cartel leader's death. Travelers panic at Guadalajara airport following killing of Mexico's most wanted drug leader. And finally, in international news, a 24-year-old British man was among 19 people killed after a tourist bus crashed in central Nepal on Monday morning, police confirmed. The bus, carrying 44 people including the driver, was traveling from Pokhara to Kathmandu when it lost control and plunged approximately 200 meters onto the bank of the Trishuli River in Darding district. 17 people died at the scene, while 2 others succumbed to injuries later in hospital. 25 passengers were injured and transported to medical facilities in Kathmandu. Authorities said a Chinese national and a New Zealander were among the injured. Police are investigating the cause of the crash. Road accidents are common in Nepal due to mountainous terrain, narrow roads, and poor road conditions. And that's all for international news. Stay tuned for the sports segment coming up next.
Blast Gaming presents its biggest job whatever. Blast Mystery Progressive. I'm so excited. I can't hide it. In your blast up and rising. And I like it. It going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up and up and up and up.
Play selected games to win in the Blast Mystery Progressive. Pick until you match 3 gems and win one of the 5 cash jackpots. Or you can blast up with the Mystery Progressive jackpot.
It's going up and up and up and up and up. Blast up and up and up. Blast Gaming.
And now for the sports segment. Parliamentary Representative Honorable Roland Royer organized a T20 tape ball cricket showdown at the Lammoth playing field on Sunday, bringing together Cottage C United and the Kainago All-Stars for a friendly encounter. Let's hear from the Parliamentary Representative Honorable Roland Royer and Cozier Frederick.
We're having a friendly game, I should say, with our friends from the Kaligano territory. In an effort to build community spirit and to have our young guys in the constituency engaged. As you can see, we did some work at the playing field over the past year to bring it up to standards so that we can have matches. And you would know certain issues that we are faced with in the area, and I saw it important that we create some level of activity, sporting activity for the young guys to be engaged, and they're very, very talented, I must say. Most of them have played even at the national level, and that is something that we saw that we could build on. So I invited my colleague, Honorable Koza Frederick, to have a team from his region to come in to meet us. So today that's what we're seeing. So that will be a series of games that we'll be having, starting with them, and then we'll return that same favor. But the main objective here is to have a league within the constituency where every hamlet would have a team to play at the Lammoth playing field. As you would note, the Lammoth playing field is the only playing field in the constituency from Lago to Capuchin. And we found it important that we have it occupied. We did quite a bit of work in maintenance and upgrade. And it's our plan to have something there every other Sunday to keep our persons entertained for sure. Build community spirit and have the young guys doing something positive.
We are in Cottage, in the constituency. Roland Roy is a good comrade of mine, a good friend, and we share a lot of things in common. How we can help to make this country better and to help youth grow. And so I have with me a few young guys from the Kainago territory, from the side of the constituency who we know for a fact that love cricket, and they're here to enjoy the wonderful space at the Lammoth playing field right here in Cottage, and just to show solidarity to a fellow brother, a fellow comrade. I'm so happy that we could do this on a Sunday afternoon. Also knowing that in the Kainago space we have some leagues going on, but we're happy to be here with him and to show solidarity and just to celebrate togetherness, culture, and ensuring that that even if we are in different parts of the country, we can also work with each other to make sure that we can collaborate. And I think this is something that we should do across the country. It's not just about a competition; it's about bringing people together and having young people engaged, and to ensure that the culture that we share across the wonderful landscape that we share can continue to grow.
Cricketers also shared some remarks.
Several.
That's what your involvement here this afternoon.
Oh, well, I'm groundsman / player, organizer. We just played a softball game with the Kalinago territory. Yeah. If you look at our team, we try to promote young players. We have players under the age of 19. So that's what we're trying to do, community involvement, and trying our best to see how we can assist the youth from staying in the game and off the street.
I'm Clint Romain, and right now we're at the Lammoth playing field that's located at Cottage, that's Northern, that's St. John. And right now you're having Cottage is playing right now the Kalinago territory. Yeah, right now we just have it's a moment to have people gathering, It's a more for communal development as well. There's young and old people, so, everybody does come out, to watch and support the game. It's a very important game. I out already, but it is already. I'll catch him on the second half. But after all, so right now Cottage in batting, we are 82 in about 12 overs, I believe, with 6 wickets down. So, yeah, we're just hoping to bat through the innings and hopefully set a good score. And we will defend it when it's our time to go out there in the mid and defend it as well. So,
thank you.
Cottage C United were bowled out for 95 runs, while the Kainago All-Stars successfully chased down the target, finishing on 95 for 3 to secure the victory. The match was described as a community building initiative aimed at fostering unity, sportsmanship, and healthy competition among residents. And now with some domino action. In the West Coast Credit Union Island-wide Domino League, Brigady Stars secured a victory over Shatter of Penville. Brigady Stars scored 2,541 points, while Shatter finished with 2,371 points. Scotton Ferrall of Brigady Stars shared these sentiments.
Just played a game against Penville, and we defeat them by we make 2,541 and make 2,571. Although we struggled a little bit for Penville, which I was not expecting to, but yet we won them.
How was the game?
Well, the game was good. Everything went quiet, everything went cool and nice. No confusion, it was just fine.
Captain Ian Seaman of Penville said that although his team lost, he does not consider it a defeat, noting that both teams played well.
How was the game?
Yeah, we had a perfect game.
Pebush defeated Penville.
We wouldn't call it a defeat. We wouldn't call it a defeat. It's just a win, not a defeat.
So many games?
It would be like 500, 600.
So what was the score? What was the final score?
2,500 and something, but we scored 2,300 and something. So we don't about 100 and something.
Okay, so is that the first game Penville is losing? Or?
Yeah, that's the first game we're losing.
So what's next? Back to the drawing board?
We won 2 already. And we lose 1. All right.
Thank you.
The game took place at Brigady Bar and Grill in Pebush. Okay. Portsmouth Bombers FC are through to the semi-finals of the DFA Champions Cup following a hard-fought 2-1 victory over Mao Soccer Strikers in the quarter-final round. Rion Coffey and Ricardo Leblanc found the back of the net for Bombers, while Dylan Augustine scored the lone goal for Mao Soccer Strikers. With a strong quarter-final performance, Bombers now move one step closer to the title as the knockout race continues. In the ICC's Men's T20 World Cup Super 8's clash in Mumbai, the West Indies delivered a crushing performance against Zimbabwe. After Zimbabwe won the toss and chose to bowl, the West Indies unleashed a batting masterclass, piling up a massive 254 for 6 in 20 overs, the second highest total in T20 World Cup history. Shimron Hetmeyer led the charge with a breathtaking 19-ball 50, eventually smashing 85 off just 34 deliveries. Rovman Powell provided solid support, hammering 59 off 35 balls to keep the momentum soaring. Chasing a daunting 255, Zimbabwe struggled to keep pace and were bowled out for 147 in 17.4 overs. Evans top scored with 43, but it wasn't enough to challenge the Caribbean side. Moti claimed 4 for 28, while Hossein picked up 3 for 28 to seal the emphatic win. West Indies win by 107 runs. With this dominant victory, their 5th in 5 matches, the West Indies move to the top of Group 1 on net run rate, a statement performance from the 2-time champions as the tournament heats up. And finally, the management, staff and clubs of the Dominica Football Association, DFA, have extended deepest condolences to the family and friends of the late Isaac Andre. Andre was described as an outstanding groundsman who dedicated many years of committed service to football and sports across the island. His tireless efforts played a vital role in maintaining quality playing surfaces for athletes and sporting events. In 2024, he received the Meritorious Service Award for his significant contributions to sport and was recognized multiple times as Groundsman of the Year at the National Sports Awards. Just 1 month ago, the DFA honored Andre for over 20 years of dedicated service to football in Dominica. The football community joins in mourning the loss of a devoted servant of the game whose legacy will long be remembered. And that's all for the sports segment this evening. Stay tuned for the weather report coming up next. And now for the weather report. A high-pressure system continues to influence weather conditions across Dominica and the wider Lesser Antilles, maintaining generally stable conditions across the region. Winds are expected to blow from east-northeast to east-southeast at 15 to 30 kilometers per hour, with higher gusts at times. Sea conditions are moderate, with wave heights ranging between 1.5 and 2.0 meters, that is 5 to 7 feet. There are currently no weather warnings or advisories in effect. Shallow cloud patches moving across the area may produce brief showers. Additionally, slight concentrations of Saharan dust are expected from tonight, which could lead to a reduction in air quality. Individuals with respiratory sensitivities are advised to remain alert. Small craft operators and sea bathers are urged to exercise caution as moderate seas persist. Wave heights may increase later this week. And as always, stay safe. And this brings us to the end of tonight's news broadcast for the 23rd of February 2026. I am your presenter, Rick Francis. On behalf of the entire newscast, we say thank you for viewing. This is Emo Nightly News, every moment online. Have a blessed week.
Welcome to Antigua. These people have no behavior.